Good morning, welcome back to the channel. If you guys haven't, link in the description, get you a t-shirt. Today we are over here at Garrett's shop getting this beautiful car ready for the dyno. I was playing with it last night. We got the Precision 500s in there, and I was playing with it last night trying to get it to run right, got the right data in there. We ended up having to do, it's not done yet, that was just temporary, big wire kit for the injectors that's recommended by Holly. We hadn't done it and we were just having some odd issues, so I went ahead and did that last night, and I was able to get it to at least idle, stay idling, and kind of be happy. These injectors are kind of tough. They don't exactly atomize the fuel. They kind of just like an on-off switch. They just dump a bunch of fuel in there, so it's been tricky to try and get it to run. I got it right now. It'll start, fire up, run. But we got a couple little wiring gremlins. So what we noticed last night was when you turn on the power, the trans brake would engage. Odd. And then when you start it, the bump would stay engaged and the Rev 1 would stay engaged, which is your two-step basically. So they're not here yet. I'm gonna go ahead and check over the wiring, make sure everything's good there, and kind of try to figure that out before they get here and we try to get this thing on the dyno and waste everybody's time. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so I went through all the wiring. Everything looks okay, everything is wired properly. So, and with the car off, everything works like it's supposed to. So I'm gonna get in, start it up, and see if it does what it was doing yesterday, because that was kind of odd. And I don't know if it's only gonna do it when it's running. So something might be shorted, I don't know. We're gonna keep looking at it and see if we can find something. All right, let's see what this puppy does. Besides shut off. Okay, it's not the switches because it's still, I don't know if you guys can see that. We have trans brakes enabled, staging 1 enabled, boost scrambles enabled. I unplugged the switches, so I know for a fact it's not those. I don't know why it's doing that again. I thought we solved that yesterday. I got no fuel pressure. Sweet, back to that. Okay, cool. Still got some work to do. Did you find it, bro?
Getting there. Get my ribs poked in with this roll cage first.
I know, I'm not looking forward to wiring my truck. I'm gonna lean over all these bars to wire it.
There's my life, dude.
We're a little overweight for all that. I'm ready to party. You guys want to see a flashback from 1980? Boom.
That's what you'd look like if you were driving this car in the 80s. Exactly like that.
Alright guys, we're still picking at it. It's been quite a while, still doing the same thing. So, we're not really sure. Went and got a battery, put a new battery in it. Went ahead and swapped the injectors, so kind of solved one issue. Went ahead and put a set of billet atomizers in it that I had out of my motor. Those are in there. It runs a whole lot better, but it's got some weird deal with the trans brake and the bump and the scramble button are enabled all the time.
Yeah.
And we have no idea why.
Everything's like the same it was. Nothing's changed.
We've checked the wiring a bunch of times and it's still doing the same thing. So yeah.
So for sale.
For sale.
Put offers in the comments below.
You can't give up that easy. You just can't do it. So what we're gonna do is run this wire here, the power to the ECU. We even tried a different ECU and it's still did the exact same thing. It only does it when the car's running too, which is odd. So you can sit here and play with it all day with the car off. As soon as you start it up, that's when it starts doing it. So we're gonna keep picking at it. Hold the camera on my face. We're gonna keep picking at it and try and get it over to the dyno. That was the goal today. So we'll see. All right, that fixed it. Only issue we have now is the cam sensor apparently failed. So I have to turn that off and run it back or bank to bank batch fire. So yeah, just gonna work on the idle fuel tables. What do you think about that?
Just want to floor it.
Oh, you can floor it now. We can scare Ty here in a second. I'll wait till he starts welding real good.
No, because he's welding my stuff.
Alright, clean up the idle a little bit and button up a few more things, see if we can get it over to Dyno. It's been a long day.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but that thing, what is a bump button? Like, we don't need one.
Well, you're gonna need a bump button to get it in there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you get no, dude. That ain't enough boost to leave on.
That's what I'm saying though. But it decks instantly.
Yeah, that's
It definitely decks way fast. I thought the 240 decked fast. This thing decks way faster. That's
Yeah.
good.
Well, it's not in gear either, so that, I mean that'll have a little bit to do with it, but yeah, that's solid. So what did we learn from this? There was debate. Listen, guys.
Don't listen to the internet.
Listen.
Well, actually, it wasn't just the internet. I've had a few people be like, "Oh yeah, that shit don't matter. You can hook it up to your post. You don't need it right to the battery."
Everybody knows. Apparently, some people don't, and now he definitely does. If you have a Holly system, main power and ground, straight to the battery.
Well, I have the drift car and the Terminator straight to the battery. Every car I've done until this one has been straight to the battery. But this one, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, just put it to the post, just put it to the post." So I was like, "All right, fuck it, I'll try it." And when it worked fine for a while, and then it just started not working.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Started getting feedback.
Day and a half in.
Yeah.
Pulling our hair out.
Yeah. I said it earlier. I was like, we got to hook it up. And then when we did that, other things started wigging out. So that's why we went and got a battery, and then I hooked it up.
Yeah, we needed a battery anyway.
And
so
to build
I had 2 in
atomizers.
series, yeah.
Because, listen, I tried the precision. I tried. Turbo John gave us some very helpful tips.
Yeah.
I had it running decent, but it just was not, like, it wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. So I put my billet atomizers in there, and the thing runs within 15 minutes. I have it running perfectly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not bashing precision injectors. There's just something that I'm missing apparently, because a lot of people run them.
Well, the biggest thing is we're doing something with them that you're told not to do to begin with.
Yes.
You're not supposed to use them as a primary, but we were trying to use them as a primary.
Well, John, last night when I was talking to him, he runs his base pressure idles like 15 psi.
Yeah, to get them to work, and we just can't get that low.
We can't get that low, and I can't even get that high. We can't get to 90 sitting here idle unless we idle it higher.
Yeah.
But I mean, 80. We got to 80, 81 base pressure.
I got the 84, 85 pounds. Yeah, almost.
So
there.
I mean, we're close.
I have the other spring.
So you put the heavier spring in it.
The regulator. Yeah.
That's what I have in my regulator, and it was fine. So cool. Button this thing up. All right, I've been wanting to try this boost builder table that I made up. So we're just gonna, send it real quick and see if it works. Make sure everything else works. It seems okay, so we'll see what happens. Oh, you need power. Oh, you do? All right. I need ignition.
Ignition is on.
Cycle the ignition.
Off. On.
All right. Fired up. do what I wanted it to, so we're gonna pull a little more time and see if we can
get the ramp up and never did the ramp down.
Yeah, it didn't get enough boost to come back, so we'll give it another shot.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to click the data logger. What was it? It was like right on the edge.
It was like, it did it, and when it went to go fall, it bounced back, kept bouncing back. It would like fall, pick up, fall, pick up.
May need to do a little more with the timing. Let me try something real quick.
It was like right in that line where it was wanting to keep going up. I was trying to come down.
Alright, let me try something. On. Alright. Make sure I data log it this time so I can kind of see what it's doing. Alright. Clearly that works. I just have to fine tune it a little bit to get it to stay on the limiter that I set. Bro.
This whole corner of the shop was orange.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I was doing it again. You hear it though?
Yeah, it was like, just right on the edge of it.
It's like the ramp up part's fine. Yeah. And then it catches, and when it falls, it wants to right back up. So we just got to fine tune that, get it to catch. Yeah. It's just not catching.
It did exactly what I wanted it to that time, just didn't stay where I wanted it to. Did it kind of hold that time?
Definitely better. That was in the right direction. Whatever you did, it was in the right direction.
Right.
You just
got to do a little bit more, yeah.
It wasn't. It was trying to hold it tighter.
Yeah.
And then you would up, but not as aggressive.
I think it's right on the edge of boost that I'm commanding where the area is.
Yeah.
So I might have to just drop it down a little bit so that it comes down quicker.
For sure. Yeah. No, but that whatever you did that last time was in the right direction.
Cool. We'll probably do it one more time. We'll let it cool off. Let the transmission have a break.
It smells getting a little warm. Always clean out your funnel before pouring your oil into your motor. Don't want no contaminants in there.
Alright, so doing an oil change. Car runs good. 2 steps pretty good. Still gonna clean it up a little bit. And then looks like we're gonna go testing. I don't know that we're quite gonna make the dyno. We were supposed to dyno today, it's kinda late. So looks like we're gonna miss out on the dyno and head to do some testing Thursday. This is Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
I believe it is the day that starts with the T
and ends in Y. Hey, I think I got that 3-step set up. That is just dope. All right, after all this time of not being able to drive that thing for, I don't even know how long.
It's like 6 years.
Yeah, how'd that feel?
Dude, it's got some power.
Yeah.
Like it gets.
Yeah.
Like the converter's probably gonna be like it was good in the 240, but in this it feels like it's like
Right.
it just wants to go.
Yeah, it sounded nasty, so.
That was a little 1-2, little burnout. Go off the button, boost controller on.
I was gonna ask, because that was pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
So everything works though, at least.
Yeah, the car drives straight. Steering wheel's off just a smidge, but we'll fix that. But the car does drive. You like hold it straight, it drives straight. So it's
cool.
I mean, you can strap her down if you want to.
Yep.
Clean up your stuff and not bolt it for the Dyno. But yeah, it's there.
Cool. All right, guys.
That's gonna do it for this episode. I'm gonna go strap this thing down next door, and you'll have to come back to watch, see how much power it makes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.